Howard, come on up. Okay. That's weird. Okay, he's really in love with her.
To the point where...
But that's Hallie, the character.
To the point where he has... This is a bit of a stalker moment. It's 3 in the morning, and he won't go home. He's waiting outside her house on the hopes that she'll come out so he can have one more glimpse of the girl that he loves.
Now, we're not going to show you everything because there's a house that's right here, and and this is the street corner, if you will, and in the play, when you come see the play, they have costumes and props, and you're not going to see that now. But right now, we're going to pretend there's a house right here, so he's coming to her house, like a stalker, by the way, coming to her house to serenade her inside the house. So you can imagine if you look out and there's this guy singing to you, a little creepy. But the question becomes, and when you hear it, I want you to think, why is he singing? Why did the author have him singing as opposed to just coming up and knocking on the door and saying, I love you? Okay? So do we know what number we're playing? Yeah? Okay, cool. Al, thank you. You have the person to do the dialogue with? Come on out. But Nick, you have no lines. Why'd you come out? Nobody does that line? Oh, all right. But Nick got out. Okay, good. Again, the question is, why is he singing?
I have often walked down this street before, but the pavement always stayed beneath my feet before. All at once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on the street where you live. Are there lilac trees in the heart of town? Can you hear a lark in any other part of town? Does enchantment pour out of every door? No, it's just on the street where you live. And oh, the towering feeling, just to know somehow you are near. The overpowering feeling that any second you may suddenly appear. People stop and stare, they don't bother me, for there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by, I won't care if I can be here on the street where you live.
Okay, and we'll stop right there.
Did you believe that? Did you believe he was really in love? Don't you? Oh, no. Dad. You're too easy. They're your friends. I'm talking about the people who are not your friends who are sitting there going, why is that guy singing? Further, did you understand what he was saying most of the time? No. Those are your friends. You planted them all out there. Could you understand, Mr. Schick, what he was saying? I could not. I know, because I'll keep your car. You know that. But you know, I gotta articulate, dude. I can understand, and I just don't believe it. And then what we talked about in class, this whole idea of a target emotion, and for him, for Mikey, that target emotion is love, right? Now, how does he get to that love, right? You have to trigger it. You have to find something within you that you can trigger that feeling of love and then project it onto the character. So Mikey, which character is he? Freddie. So Mikey has to find something within him to then project onto Freddie. You ever been in love besides your mom? Oh, hey. I like my mom sometimes. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know.
How puppies.
Yeah.
Puppies. So, seriously, is there a girl that you really? Don't say your name. All right. Because he can't see you, by the way, so I can convince him that you're not there. I can get him to say anything. Okay, so it's just you and me. Is there a girl? Sometimes. So yeah. I mean, and I want big. I want big. I'll stop you if you don't give me that. I mean, I want your whole heart right here. And by the way, not literally. We call it, by the way, with acting, we call it sacrificing yourself. There's literally a sacrifice that that's why you would even come to see this. If he doesn't sacrifice himself, if he doesn't trigger it, it's cheesy. And you sit there and go, oh my God, there's another musical number. That's why you don't like musicals, because people don't give it up. Don't show them their heart. You're going to show it to them. And they're going to go, there's a solo. About half these people need solos. They're going to like this when this is done. And if they don't, you're going to do it again.
One other thing we have at our disposal is because we have live music, we can also change the feeling of the music. So what I want to do is start it slower so that it's more melodramatic. So that this is going to be this song that just wells from within him. So if we can start that slower, so this is the lovesick.
You ready?
I have often walked down this street before, but the pavement always stayed beneath my feet before. All at once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on the street where you live. Are there lilac trees in the heart of town? Can you hear a lark in any other part of town? Does enchantment pour out of every door? No, it's just on the street where you live. And oh, the towering feeling, just to know somehow you are near. The overpowering feeling that any second you may suddenly appear. People stop and stare, they don't bother me, for there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by, I won't care if I can be here on the street where you live.
Nice. I'm telling you, man, I think there's some girls in love with you right now. What's your email address? What's your Facebook? Nice job,
My name.
Let's give Mikey a hand.
Yay, Mikey!
I hope you felt that. I mean, there was a real difference in his heart, and it made that song so much nicer. Having it slowed down a little bit made it so much nicer. That's why we do musical theater. That's why people sing, because there's no other way to express yourself. So you got to use song. He's so in love, he's got to use song. That's the theory, anyhow. Now, let's move on a little bit and show you some more scenes. This is a little bit boring. The set is just a black curtain and such. Let's pretend. Oh, by the way, I got really good news for you and bad news. We're not literally going to take you to a ball in a ballroom. We're